kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Back to throw. It's Jansen. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches.
Turning it on! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This is why you run plays right up the middle. This is why you work on it. It's a design play to get you 4, 5, 6, 7, a positive gain, and then you run it enough. Somebody gets out of their gap on defense, and boom, you get a big play out of it. So nice job by the offense. Day one plays you installed in training camp that come out to be big plays.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
No gain on the play.
Third and goal for the offense. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs, like nice first down execution.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, if they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Now on first down from the 30. The give to the left side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. First and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job.
And he burrows his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jansen. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. With the catch, it's Lanier. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try the right side. Got the first down and more. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Now they'll run the draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Jansen. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, what a... Still making moves. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 19 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Logan. Fighting off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Scanning the field, it's Jansen. Gets it out fast. Busts through behind his pad. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The lone back's got it. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. On the move, it's Finley.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The play action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
They'll toss it to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's Jansen. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Big fullback's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Off the play fake. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and can...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Jansen. He lofts one down the sideline. Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's got him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Connection to the right. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. And it's caught for the touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it on bounds at the 46. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to power their way ahead. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on video.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped. Not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Jansen. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt.
42 Spider.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Can't connect on his first throw.
It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. He'll ride his man on the option. Bringing it back. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Jansen. Unloads it downfield. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week playing golf instead of in the film room. They're trailing by 14 to Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a
Turning it on! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quick completion on the out. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. Working on the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
to be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. To the air, it's Jansen. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes one man miss. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability, it's so unique and special. They're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Jansen. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Chubb. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Benedict. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for room, it's Finley. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Basic connection. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you.
And they're in for a touchdown late in this game. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Jansen. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. What a big penalty at this juncture in the game, all locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over.